And what up, you guys? Welcome back to Pro Publications YouTube channel. It's me, Rich, your anti-fascist comic book nerd, curating comics for your enjoyment as well as empowerment. And today was genuinely a day off. And some of the things that I want to talk about today is the correlation between skateboarding and art. Like, I think there's a reason why a lot of skaters are artistic as well, right? I think of like all the skaters that I've seen as of late designing their own boards, designing t-shirts, and even making books in the case of someone like John Hill. And the reason why is because there's a saying in art that like a good artist can get to this moment where they can make bold decisions and make great art. And so like it's this idea of like rendition after rendition after rendition. Like that's how you become a great artist. And it's one of those things of like I've drawn certain things, certain characters like thousands of times in my life before I finally was like, I like this. Like I like the way I drew this car or drew this toilet or drew this character. And I think skateboarding teaches that, because like in this video here, I'm learning a new trick. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm working the problem. I'm trying to figure out how much speed, how much pressure, how much flick. And it's like attempt after attempt after attempt until I get it. Until I get it to a point where I'm okay with that. And it's the idea of like that trick I will forever practice now moving forward. Doing it on bigger ledges, doing it on flat bars, and just other like obstacles. But like I'm always going to be trying to refine that trick. And I think that's kind of what art is. Art is this idea that like even though you can draw that thing, like you have to continuously refine that thing until you get it to a point where you're content with it. And as most skaters will tell you, I think most artists would agree, like you could always get it better. You could always do it bigger, you know? And that's the correlation that came to my head today when I was skating. This idea of like how I sit down, I draw every day, right? And here goes the drawing that I did today. And like it's just this idea of like continuously practicing the craft and just trying to refine it and get better at it, and whatever way that you can, you know. And like, and a side story, this video here got me hella comments, and people were very, very upset with it. And it was meant to shock, for sure. It was meant to get people to feel something emotional and to, yes, react. But the thing I was hoping were that everyone was gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna go vote. Like I'm gonna make sure that I'm a participator, not a spectator. And I'm not sure if I succeeded at that. But anytime my art gets like a reaction from people, I definitely like that, right? Like there's a reason why people like me share our art, is because we want to see that reaction. And so, you know, I got that today too. And so it's one of those things that like it's been a really cool day off, and like now I'm gonna get to my mouse reading, but like it's already pretty late, so the mouse deep dive probably won't be till tomorrow morning. But that's it, man. It's been a really smooth day, very relaxing kind of day, and I hope everyone's having a similar kind of day. The year is winding down already, and I hope that the year hasn't been too bad on folks. It was obviously November 1st, and you know, I just hope that people are well. And I think my art reflects kind of some of the anxious feelings that I think a lot of people are feeling, and that's why like I needed to go skate, because that's also something that it does for me. It breaks that tension that I feel inside, and it makes me feel a little lighter. And so I definitely needed that skate session. And it was cool to get a trick that I've never done before. Something that I never even considered doing, actually. The beginning of the session, I was actually trying to do a nose grind nollie flip out. And I couldn't seem to figure that one out. I got a few close attempts, but I just couldn't. And I said, what else have I not tried? And I said, oh, that nollie 360 out. I've never done that. And, you know, it took about 30 minutes, but like I got one that I was content with. But alright, you guys, that's all I got for you guys today, man. As always, please like, share, subscribe, and I do this shit daily, so guess what? I'll be back tomorrow. Lates.